Welcome back to the TCS eSports League. We're into our final series of the night. It's going to be between Lausanne and the Monk squad. Not the best of series to end off because, unfortunately, this is literally a match between a team that's 6-1 in the league and a team that's 1-6 in the league, Bacon.
We're literally talking top and bottom of the league. First versus eighth. I think it actually comes out to second now because Servette just won their game, so technically Lausanne is second. But at the start of today, Lausanne was on top, and well, we're expecting this to be a 3-0 sweep. There's no, beating around the bush here. Both teams playing with their proper rosters. I'm liking that Sabo Muffins is staying on it. Nothing against Def Monk, but Sabo has proven his worth, hasn't he, Jay, here? And I think he's the one we've got to talk. Actually, he has been putting in the work, and alongside Bad Monk and Sad Monk, we saw him put on a very good performance, much better than we were expecting last week from the Monks. Just to rattle off the scores from last week for you guys at home that, of course, aren't on Liquipedia or the tournament website. 3-0 was the first game to Lausanne. 3-1 was the second game to Lausanne. Can you guess what I'm going to go with third game? That's right, 3-2 in overtime, nonetheless, to Lausanne. So if they're going to continue the streak, maybe this is going to be a 3-all first game, going to overtime, a 4-3 Monk. We can hope, can't we, Jay, really?
It could well do. You never know.
Possibility. Whether it happens or not, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. But unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to be this one. Because while it was increasingly getting better from the Monk side, unfortunately, just against Lausanne, they're just such a good team. Lausanne are... among Servette Geneva as probably one of the top 2 teams in the league, and seeing them go up against the Monks, unfortunately, they've been quite disappointing ever since the qualifiers. So I just can't see how well this isn't a 3-0 sweep, unfortunately, Bacon. That's just the pessimist in me talking, but that's just the way that I see things. And I see you're deflated about this. I know you are, and I know you like.
I'm a Monks fanboy. That's why.
That is true as well, but I don't know. I'm not a fanboy of any team. I can't back Monks in this position.
I don't know, for everyone at home as well, if you're just getting into league play now, just have a little look. Like I said, go to the Liquipedia page, or there's the tournament page there. I've just seen exclamation mark standings brings it up. Just literally go, if you've got no idea about this, just randomly go, okay, I want to support that team. And actually, for a lot of sports, eSports included, definitely Rocket League, it improves enjoyment. You start to follow them, build up that sort of backstory that they've got, and really rooting for a team just maximizes esports enjoyment. So if you're just new, just joining into the league, or you haven't really picked one yet, I'm pressuring you now, guys. Do what I say, pick a team and support them. For me, I've probably made one of the worst choices and go for the bottom team of the league. But every single win that they get feels so special, though.
Well, so far they've only had 1 victory, so you're not feeling that special, are you?
2 today, Jay. I believe.
Let's see whether Monks can pull the impossible upset as Game 1 is ready to go live here between the Lausanne side and the Monk side. Lausanne will be playing on the blue half of the pitch, Monks on the orange side, so let's see whether they can pull a game or a series. Again, let's see whether it all happens. It's an impossible miracle. Lausanne side certainly are at the advantage. Kickoff goes to the favor of Bad Monk. Kiva quickly into the corner, able to receive it, go for a quick aerial dribble going off that backboard. Can't quite get it past everyone. Hello missing, but classicing with a good shot. Double commit from Sad Monk, and Bad Monk will be able to defend it for the moment. Still the pressure continues on the Lausanne side as it gets cleared back towards that midfield. Finally, a chance for Monk taken away by Hello. Follows it back through, setting up Classic for a good aerial shot, but challenged eventually for the last line of defense. Turned back by Kiva as he passes towards Classic. A good shot on target, can't quite get it all the way through. Hello, back in towards Kiva's position. Going to try find another angle, but Bad Monk going to hold down the defensive. And the Monks are holding the line pretty nicely back there towards that box.
Monks have always traditionally had a very stable defense. Their problem is always their attack, Jay. They need to link up, get those passing plays if they want to get goals, because as we all know, they're not the most mechanically gifted. They're very well structured though, hence why that defense holds strong, because they're able to rotate very well. Problem is, Lausanne is super aggressive. That goal from Kiva very close to the mark earlier. Expect many more opportunities.
Oh, no.
Like this one from Hello.
Well, the defensive's good, but not quite good enough. Classic taking a shot in, and Badmonk thought that was clear, but that was actually set up for Hello. And that's another rip, unfortunately, for the Monk side. Lausanne are going to take the opening goal of the series, drawing first blood here. Another nice kickoff coming in from Sandmonk once again. He's getting close towards the opportunities of the kickoff goals, but Hello's going to try and dunk it down, see if he can get an actual goal in. Oh, wow! How do you get such a perfect angle that no one is able to defend?
Yep, Hello just right up and over Savmonk, and Sabo doing all he could. Jay, he was expecting that save to be made. He was actually en route to go pick up the 100 boost in the corner. Got completely caught off guard. He tried his hardest, but unfortunately just did not come out smelling of roses there. 2 goals. It's not enough to secure this first game, but goals need to be now found from the Monks, who are searching from him. You just saw there.
Yeah, almost got the opportunity there from Sadmonk. Classic. Oh, okay. A little bit high off the crossbar. Couldn't quite get his teammate into position to follow up with the flip reset that almost went so well. Back in the back lines, once again, the Classic to Hello. The passing play works up once again towards the shot. A little bit too far to the left field. Kiva back in off the backboard. Classic going to keep this inside the corner. And again, Lausanne so good and so great at the aggression as well. Even that ball in the orange half. Redirects come through to Kiva, passing towards Hello again off the backboard. Third man to come through. Classic chips it up, close to the position. Badmonk will save it. Pass back into Hello and Kiva. I mean, these passing plays coming in so thick and fast for the Lausanne side. They're able to adjust so quickly, but Sadmonk with a clear, and they're not going to be able to adjust for that shot.
So this has always been the biggest problem for Lausanne, is to get so much momentum, get so much speed from their pressure. They naturally send all 3 players down to midfield mark. I said it earlier, I think it was against Arctic. These up and over goals, the pops downfield. Monks have done this before. They did last week, and this is.
So you can tell how good a team is by the number of times they can make me go, oh what, or oh man, or oh my god. And so far, pretty much, at least 2 of these 3 goals have made me go, oh my god, essentially. This one may make me go, oh my word, it's Stealth Stadmonk. How do you win off that kickoff?
I'm looking here at Kiva. He's gone too far past the ball. He's trying to get that infield hit, which would ideally send it to the back left. That's not an infield hit. What am I talking about? But he's trying to hit the far right of the ball to essentially put it off to the left side. Maybe set up a follow through by one of his teammates. It hasn't come out. And 1 goal separating these 2 teams. Jay, it's way too early to call the Monks out of it because they do have the willpower. They're a scrappy little trio, and I'm expecting them to really put up a fight here.
Well, 3-2 is certainly the last teams. So credit to them for managing to bring this close. But still, Hello and Classic going to try and turn things back towards their favour. Sub actually going to intercept the ball, try to go for a shot close, but Kiva counteracts for a Classic, parts back in towards Hello. Next ball downfield, trying to set up a shot. Classic challenge by Sabo once again. He has been seriously aggressive for the Monk side. He may set up a good chance for Badmonk going off the crossbar. Just held down. It's Hello once again into Kiva's position. Classic trying to see if he can fake out the redirect, but his teammate can't get there in time. So it's Badmonk with the control, the aerial dribble. Classic just pushing it out the way. Just enough to keep it to the right-hand side, and just enough to keep the defensive up. A clear to come back as well. Backboard touch. Hello's right there. Badmonk puts it in. It's a hat-trick for Hello.
I was so impressed by the rotation on back. And no, just did not connect. I thought he had that safe. 1 minute 30, Jay, 2 goals separating these 2 teams. Still not calling it yet. You were talking about Sabo earlier. That aggression is something they lacked before he joined. That's what has given, the Monks a bit of a chance in this league now. Those 50-50s he can pull off. The accuracy from Badmonk, and then, of course, Sadmonk brings up the defense. This is working for Monks. If they can somehow do this, the second half of the league is going to be interesting, no doubt, for the Monks.
Oh, I'll be damned. The closest we've had to an upset is between the Monks and Lausanne this week. What the hell is going on today, Bacon? Oh man, well 60 seconds still left. Lausanne are still within the lead. 4-3 on the board, and they're going to try to think and take the ball downfield. They'll keep the pressure going again. Just 60 seconds left to go, so if they can stall for time, they can stall for the game victory. Hello still putting a shot on target. They're going to try to put 5-3. At that point, that would almost be guaranteeing the victory for the Lausanne side. We get forced back, however. Classic off the backboard. Takes it past the first, not past the second. That's up to Hello to do. And Classic will follow through as well. Great ball control for 2 touches, but can't line it up towards the shot. That's up to Kiva to try and make. Gets a good one on target. Sad Monk saves it back once again. 30-second gong sounds. They're getting down to the wire. Can Sabo and the Monks set things up? It's close towards it. Again, Kiva being allowed to take control. Sabo going for a clear. Classic challenges for it. Takes it back on towards the other side. The ball dropped perfectly down on towards the floor. Sam, I'm going to try to chip it up. Try to see if he can send it off for a good shot. Opportunities a miss, however. Once again, the defensive holds true. Hello with a clear back towards the orange half. A last chance for Sam Monk to gain the ball in. Go for the aerial dribble. Hello tries to bump him out the way. Sam Monk still got it. He's out of boost though, and he can't keep the ball up for long. It's Lausanne with game 1.
So close there. I'm just going to say, I called it in the wrong direction, but I did say 4-3, Jay.
You did say that. You did say 4-3.
I think the problem with today, and it's a bit, the reason why you think today's been a bit boring, Jay, is because I only scripted this last game. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't write the scripts the other 3. I just didn't have time. It's been a busy week.
I never said it was boring. I just said it's interesting, the fact that this matchup, of all the ones, is the closest one we've had today. Lausanne versus the Monk side. In theory, the farthest gone series of the day. And it's a 4-3 in game 1. This one is certainly going to be a stunner for us all here. As game 2 comes up to play, kick-off will favour Bad Monk in this case. He's actually going to get past the first, but Classic quickly rotating into the court out towards the corner position. Sabo challenges for it, however. Can't quite dribble it all the way into the net. Hello up to challenge. A little bit too high off the ball, so Sabo Muffins should be able to hold on to it, and indeed he does. Pick up the 100 boost volley for the Bad Monk challenging Classic. He tries to rotate back as well, but Kiva with a nice shot. A little bit too wide this time. For Sam Monk, that's great. He can clear it in towards the corner. It's now chances. Hello and Classic once again try to set up a good shot back in. Kiva and Classic with the control back into the blue half, holding it down on the defensive line. See if they can return back to the offensive line. Getting close to it again. Hello. Good shot on target. Oh, he's bought in everyone for a fake, and the entire Monk side have just booked it.
It's this initial pop from Hello really puts it in such a prime position. You can either get over the ball and keep it on low, or you can get under it like that and put it up high. Hello is giving himself 2 options to work with, and he's just got to decide. It's essentially a 50-50 coin flip. Follow through from Classic. He went for a fake. Not working out this time, but you can definitely see Lausanne still, that mechanical skill that they have, not even the Monks can get on par with them. It is those team plays that the Monks do which are keeping them up in this.
Although, Classic playing on the orange defense for a second. I don't know what's going on there. Trying to play a handicap, I think. 4 versus 2 for Lausanne. Now stood in the lead right now. Classic going to get challenged by Bad Monk. Sad Monk. Next to face up here towards the mid position. It's Heller that chips it back up, follows it through, does get demoed out for his trouble, but Sabo going to have to concede that ball control. So Classic potentially sets something up. He's sent it up. He's perfectly in position for Kiva, but he still puts it out to the left-hand side rather than putting it on center. Now Sabo's got a great chance to dunk it directly in front. He will be able to do so, but Classic rotates back in time. Gets it back over to the orange half of the pitch. It's Hello with the ball control back in towards the center. No third man to take control of it. Kiva holding down this midfield. And Lausanne, interestingly enough, pulling their foot off the gas pedal, not aggressing so far forward. They're keeping the defensive high just in case the Monks can get a good clear.
Oh, and that's a good one from Monk, putting the pressure on. Again, the speed, the reactionary speed coming out from Lausanne is what covers them a lot of the time. You can see Classic and Co know how to instantly jump up into the air, roughly where the ball's going to go, and then they also correct themselves, Jay, right up there. It is such a good strength from the lads.
Hello, redirecting it. Kiva keeps it high. Classic tries to get another shot on the left-hand side, but drifting all the way from the right. Still gets a good position, but a little bit too far wide. 2 minutes and 30, we're at the halfway marker here for game 2 of the series. Still Lausaine's favour. Backing towards their half of the pitch. It's Saba trying to set up the Sand Monk here. Good shot in. Gonna be defended by one more player in Classic with just about enough boost to set up Kiva for a quick clear. Still return back. Bad Monk actually an opportunity to dunk it down. Hello just comes in, but not in time. And there we go. The Monks have equalised.
Brilliant, brilliant block there by Saba. They put that down in the centre. Of course, defence not expecting it. Hello does come in, but the close down by Sabo Muffins. Excellent work cutting out any chance at all for that clear to be made. These are the type of plays that Monks have been starting to learn and pull out so well.
It's keeping pace with Lausanne, the best team in the league. Like, this is a very interesting turn of events. Bad Monk puts a save on the part of Hello's shot. Kiva's still going to keep it going. Classic trying to redirect it in, but he's a little bit out of position. The positioning in general, Lausanne has not been 100%, at least not compared to the way that game one was going. Going to have the ball back in their half. It's all evened up by the Monks side, so no lost leaders at the moment. It's Kiva and Hello passing between each other. Sabo gets in on the action, intercepts it. Kiva still passes back in at the center. Hello trying to pump the defensive out the way, but too far forward. Can't carry the ball into the back of the net. It's Bad Monk getting it to Sand Monk. Classic intercepts at the midfield. Going to bump Sabo out the way as well, but can't seem to get it done. Hello dropping it down. Kiva, secondary touch over to Classic's position. Classic in control of the ball. He's a little bit out of position once again. That 100 boost now passing back in again. The ball's been sent at up. Sabo going to try to put it away, but the dunk down from Hello almost goes well. Classic from the other side. Good shot on target. Sand Monk saves it and keeps us alive.
Imagine this. If somehow Monk could take down Lausanne, could be the start of a rags to riches story for the Monks. Going from bottom, taking down the top of the league, and then making their way through. Really, the hardest opponent. The Lausanne Monks don't like anything easy. They've been working at it. I heard over the weekend, they've been doing their battle meditation, watching Jackie Chan flicks and everything. And it's showing the results, buddy.
20 seconds remaining. Bad Monk with the control. Challenged by Hello, Kiva. The ball back in towards that midfield. Going to be challenged by one more coming in quickly. Sabo. Back in, 10 seconds left. The demos. Oh my God! Sabo! How has he pulled that off? He is MVP of Game 2.
Dirty. Classic, that must have been on the opposite side of the ball from Classic because he let that pass. That was some sort of like blind spot for him. Now 6 seconds remaining. The countdown very much alive, and we know how good Lausanne are. They could close it down. One last attempt, but the Monks, come on, they've got to hold out here. They do. Many teams dream in this league of taking a single game at least away from Lausanne, and Monks have done that. Jay, you can back it up for me. I am grinning ear to ear here, aren't I?
Honestly, that was absolutely not expected, but Sabo, what a play to get his team the victory there. I'm honest to God stunned. I did not expect Monks to be able to take a game away from the Lausanne. I'm honestly stunned. I literally don't even say.
I called it earlier.
You did call it. I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit.
That's how you win, dude.
You said the Monks side would be able to take it, but oh my word, I really don't have anything else to say. That's just absolutely insane.
Well, Monks, they have tied up this series with Lausanne 1 apiece. Going into game number 3, though, there is still so much left alive. Now, effectively, a best of 3 between these two. 2 games needed to win. Monks cannot stop here. They've got to keep this aggression, this power, this whatever mojo you want to call it alive, because it is still very much a fight between these two.
Kickoff initially favouring the Lausanne side. Will get returned quickly, but amongst Sabo, in fact, tries to see if he can dunk it down, goes off the backboard, sends it up for a teammate. No one's there to receive it. Sand Monk can't get the chance towards that midfield. It's Kiva once again, double touching it back off the backboard. Classic to follow through as Hello's pushed out of the way as well. Bad Monk back into the blue half of the court. It's Sam Monk into the corner, trying to center it up for his teammates. Lausanne keeping their foot held off the pedal for the moment in time. They're actually going to slow down again. Try to see if they can't. Try and see if they can avoid the overly aggressive plays and just try play things by ear against the Monk side. That could be the way they exploited it. They've had the opportunity to get the offensive pressure so far in this game. Hello, out to Classic. They try and set up a good shot of their own. Kiva now going in field, but challenged by Sam Monk just to put it off target by a little bit.
Monks are being really clever here, Jay. Ooh, going in really close to those 50-50s. That's a mistake, but good follow through from the duo of Sabo and Bad Monk. Going to be able to turn this around and at least get down to the midfield. But they're playing it very clever. Go for these 50-50s. We know. Oh, Post denies. Sabo denies. But what we know is that Lausanne, like a lot of long hits, they go wide of each other, cover a lot of spacing. So what the Monks are doing are bringing it in close, playing very, very close-knit gameplay here. And it seems to be working.
Bad Monk trying to set it up to Sad Monk in that midfield, keeping the ball directly inside the danger box. Kiva back out towards the control into the midfield. It's Classic with a good chip, a good pinch that goes a little bit too far wide. He demos out Sabo for his trouble. Kiva once again passes inland. Bad Monk trying to deny it. They're trying to deny the setup before it even comes up to the second man pass. They just deny it when the first pass comes through. So that's why they're able to hold down a very good defensive here on the back lines. Just got to find a way to break the defensive of Lausanne, and that demo could well do it. Sabo with his second one that may have opened up an opportunity right here. Ball back in, Sabo trying to take a challenge. It's Kiva the man to get it back out of the way. Sam Monk challenging towards that midfield control, but Hello gets it back and a back pass towards Kiva. 2 minutes and 30 on the clock. It's halfway through the game. Nice opportunity set from Sabo again, but Bad Monk can't seem to find an angle against Kiva. They pass from Sam Monk to Bad Monk, but Bad Monk's a little bit too far forward. Can't quite seem to get the offensive pressure he needs. Good pitch to come through. No, just a little bit off target.
This is actually a really bad time for the Monks. It might look like they're in control, but they're not. They're really having to overcommit for this, Jay. And you can see their attacks not really hitting the mark. It's a big worry moment. They've got to recollect themselves. Going back in defense is good, but now they're attacking with very little boost.
Bad Monk. Midfield control. Actually, Hello to follow it through. Going for a shot of his own. And he opens this up to the favour of Lausanne this time.
I called it, didn't I? Just there. You can see it. The Monks are getting pressure off from playing super close to each other, one after the other. It's near enough. It's so exhausting to do. If you can't get a goal off after about the second or third rotation attempt, you're done for. And that's what we saw right there. Even though they're able to take the initial hit, sending it down to the opposite end of the field, so close there that needed to hit the mark. It breaks you down, zero boost to work with, and so you're near enough to sit in dark at that point. And Lausanne, they just seem to be playing the long haul here. They can respect the Monks and what they're trying to do and how they're playing. So they're playing a very calculated, slow, widely spaced out style.
I mean, certainly they have to respect the Monks now for a 4-3 game and then a game taken away from Lausanne. From the team in the bottom of the league, like, you know, there's certainly a lot of respect that must be given, but a respect that's certainly been earned. As you say, playing the long haul, playing it slowly, trying to see if they can keep the lead from going to the favour of Monks rather than extending their own. 60 seconds left on the clock. The game announcer will announce. Classic. Oh, no way! Sabo once again equalises for Monk.
Sabo, of course, definitely. I'm sorry, Death Monk, but Sabo has got to be main roster by now. The amount that he can work to force these 50-50s. Again, the biggest problem there was the defense not expecting it from Lausanne. They've been top dog for too long, so they're not expecting to be knocked down. Thus, they don't put a defender behind. It's a crime there, Jay. It's almost a sin to not leave a player back in defense in case.
Just like that, Monks are back in it. 35 seconds to go, another overtime potential. But again, we saw how that ended up in game 2. Game 3 up for grabs, match point for the winner. Classic, great ball control, is a little bit off target. Hello's going to get demoed out by Sabo, however, he controls it. He doesn't control Kiva though, he gets close, but again, just shipped off the post. Classic back pass to Hello, hasn't got the aerial control and hasn't got the boost to keep it, but still sets up Kiva, who sets up once again off the backboard. Classic trying to go for a shot. It's Bandmonk to keep it away. Kiva to follow through, but no. It gets cleared all the way to the blue half of the pitch. Hello will keep it alive for a moment. A shot inside from Classic, defended from Bandmonk position again. We're going to overtime.
We are going to overtime, Jay, and what we know from history is Lausanne is super strong in overtime. I don't actually think they have lost a single one just yet. Actually, maybe, no, they dropped one to Servette. And this is what I'm saying, in overtime it gives them a restart. And Lausanne are strong on these kickoffs to force themselves. They can get some very nice foundations.
Yeah, Hello with the bump onto Sandmonk, and that's going to turn the series to the favor. Well, not series yet, but certainly the way to Lausanne. A 2-1 series right now. Coming close to the victory here of the Lausanne side. Can they kill the Monks' opportunity at mini reverse sweep? They'll have to get 2 more games in a row to try and take this upset. Bacon, we saw a glimpse of the fantasy just 1 game ago, and I just want to poke at you and prod you real quick. Do you believe it's still possible? Because the Monk side, they're looking so much better than I think we've seen them all season long.
Yeah, and they've just been knocked down this last hurdle, Jay. But don't worry, there's a good little montage going on between these 3 players. They're going to get that energy back. They're getting the training put in, and now they're going to come back for a 2-game sweep, essentially. They've got to do it, the Monks. I believe in them. They've got to pull it out now. Lausanne, though, they are the end boss of this league, and they are not an easy one to dethrone. Just seen Sabo as well with no use. So definitely lots of energy being put in this game. Guys, this could possibly be the last game of the night. Let's see some hype in chat, and of course, give Lausanne the alley, or of course the Monks, I don't know, whatever energy you can spare to give them.
Give them your Zen. How about that? Give them your Zen. Give them the chance to maybe pull one of the most insane upsets we'll see in the entire TCS eSports League. Close on the part of Kiva as he gets a pass back in. Is Bandmonk there to save it once again as the offensive pressure is going to be denied from Lausanne. They're still going to get the early shot opportunity. It's Classic once again going off the wall, trying to reset his way into it. It's going to be Hello with a challenge towards the mid position. Sandmonk again able to defend it. Take the ball back over to the blue half of the pitch. It's Kiva. Classic challenging. Bandmonk will take control. Labo towards the corner. He's dangerous in this position, but Hello counteracts for it. Defends the ball as appropriate. It's Kiva challenging. Sandmonk demos him out. All over towards the other side corner. Bandmonk going to get ball for a loop by Classic. He's going to have to fake it out. Going for a shot. Past Sandmonk. Sorry, past Saba, but not past Sandmonk. Defends the back of the net once again. He's all evened up for the opening minute.
This is really interesting from Lausanne now. If you notice, there is always a player in between the ball and the goal, Jay. They now respect the Monks massively and are not giving the Monks a chance to just put a pop shot on or a run down field. Even if there is a one-on-one situation, Lausanne are making sure they are in a strong position to receive it.
Ball going over towards that blue corner. Again, it's Classic. Take it away. Running out of boost at 100. He can quickly pick back up once again as he defends against one more. Passes back in towards Hello's position. It's going off the backboard. Can they get it back in? It's a miss from Sabo. It's dangerous, but no second man in from the Lausanne side. It's returned by Sandmonk, getting close towards the net. Sabo still in the midfield. Keeping the ball on its way to the blue net as he gets to Sandmonk. Good redirect shot that Hello and Classic have to pinch away. They have to double commit to that. Bandmonk into the corner. Classic challenge for it. Aerial dribble. Can he dunk it right down? He certainly sets up Hello for the chance, but Hello whiffs it. To the right-hand side, he will play the ball away from the net to keep things rolling. Hello with the demo, though, on Bandmonk. Just opening things up, but can't quite seem to get anyone in to finish the job. It's halfway marker. Classic with another redirect opportunity. Set it up once again for Hello to take the shot, but Bandmonk gets back in time to keep things nilled up at halfway mark.
I can see quite easily here, Jay, that Lausanne could quite easily get the lead. They just send a player down to their opponent's end of the field. They're actually working quite nicely with just 2 defenders essentially working off each other. They have one player playing solo near enough being a nuisance getting those bumps demos onto the Monk side. It would completely dismantle all teamwork they've got and hand it over to Lausanne.
Close from Sabo. Not quite able to get the goal on, but this one's a shot on target. Bad Monk just about be able to save. Relentless aggression still keeping up from Lausanne. Again, they get these clears all the way up into the orange half. Can't quite seem to follow through with a goal just yet. Again, we're still scoreless here. We're approaching the last 60 seconds. Both teams keeping pace. Again, this is insane to see against the Monk side. They're getting close again. Sad Monk gets a shot on target. Sabo demos out Kiva, but Classic takes the control, allowing him to respawn. There's no one in the net. He flicks it. It goes off the backboard. Hello again. Clears to the right-hand side. The inaccuracy punishing this one Lausanne player. Classic can't even put it in. It goes off the post instead. What do Lausanne need to do to score something here?
Just get it on target, quite straightforward and simple. Easier said than done, clearly. Hello today is a whole bag of cats, essentially, not being able to get on target. He's been phenomenal all league play, and the day to drop it is against what could potentially be the scariest opponents, which is so strange to say when it's the Monks, but Monks are on form. Hello, if he can find that accuracy, will put so much right, and he's got to find it now as Sabo gets the first goal.
Okay, this just got fun. This just got really, really fun here, Bacon. Monk down
Chant
by
it with me, Jay. Game 5. Game
5.
Game 5.
Coming up, unless Kiva has anything to say about it. Close. Hello. Following up off the backboard, it's Bad Monk to get the clear. But right now, the Monks are on for game 5, as you say. Lausanne trying their best to control it out of their half. It's Kiva off the wall, going for a good shot. Hello off the backboard. Third man comes through as Classic, but Bad Monk again gets there in time to secure it. Now Sabo's got control. Back into the offensive one. A nice zero-angle shot. It's just a little bit too far to the left-hand side, so the ball will remain out of the net. It's Classic back into feed towards Hello on the back lines. Shot in target, 5 seconds remaining. Hello with the last chance to keep it alive for the Lausanne side. Classic chips it. It's going in! 1-1, 1 second to go. Lausanne will not die yet.
Hashtag scripted. Classic holding his nerves with a fantastic pop. Sabo had to do that jump, Jay. A lot of people might think it's a little whiff from it. No, he was covering as much space of that goal as possible. Classic just completely outboxed him. A second overtime. Lausanne won the last one. Monks, you got to make it yours this time, because unfortunately it is currently match point to Lausanne.
They need a game. Monks need this game. Lausanne win it, and as you say, they've got match points. They will be progressing with a victory here. Ball out into the blue half. Classic gonna have to defend this awkward angle. It could have gone in. Hello into the corner. Classic takes control. It's Kiva back out once again into Sam Monk's position. He defeats it back towards Bad Monk. Good passing play. Can he get it inside the back of the net? It's close. Backboard touch. Sabo to follow through, but he puts it high. Sam Monk puts it long and just about pinched out by the first defender. Keeping things in control for Lausanne for the moment. Kiva demoed out by Sam Monk. Again, they're bringing out that contact play. They're bringing out the aggression, the sheer demo play, essentially, on the Monk side. They're back in towards their half finally. Bad Monk quick to return it. Sam Monk trying to challenge, but Classic just drops it right back down towards the midfield as Lausanne once again rotate back in off the backboard. Classic into the centre, going way too far wide. No one from Lausanne to us.
This is scary at the moment because you can feel Lausanne are winding up for something. They've got to be careful on those double commits. Just saw Kiva underneath Hello, but they're taking this side to side. It's generally what they love doing. Nice safe defense, but the Monks now, there's no one going to be there. Ooh, Bad Monk proving me wrong, but still, this defense from Lausanne is ready up in the air in front of that net.
Things are holding face right now. Both teams keeping pace here in the overtime. Ball out from Sabo. He gains the advantage towards the midfield. Kiva passing to Hello, trying to set it up for Classic, but Hello again just completely inaccurate. Sets it more up for the clear more than anything else. He'll try and recover, but feed it right into the hands of Sabo, who takes it all the way to the blue half. Can't quite get it inside the net itself. Get it back towards that corner where Hello is willing to challenge and take the ball away. Challenged again by Sad Monk, dunking it directly in front. Can he get the redirect opportunity? No. Does not present itself. Bad Monk still into the corner. 1 point a boost. Sabo still getting enough to return it back into the corner. Keep the pressure rolling for the Monks. Redirections. Oh, they've done it! Game 5 is here. The Monks have pushed Lausanne straight to the limit.
That is it, right to the limit. Bad Monk actually whiffing. Double commit this time was a good thing. Normally, Jay, we say never double commit onto a ball, but no, Sad Monk, I don't know if he called Bad Monk off of that, and that's why he saw the flip like that. But Lausanne, Kiva's actually not readying up. Lausanne knows something needs to change. The Monks are doing what many would say are the impossible. This is just... even if the Monks don't win this, which, touch wood, I'm definitely wanting the Monks to win it, Jay. I am not going to be around the bush on that one. Even if they don't win it, they have done something more than what anyone have expected from them. The Monks are turning things around. And like I said, I'm hoping this is a good turning point for their run for the rest of league play, because that fourth spot is definitely still well up for grabs.
Indeed it is. Can the Monks pull off the greatest upset we will see in the TCS eSports League? We're about to find out. It's game 5. Get hyped, last game of the day. And Lausanne could be eating their second loss, of the league play season. For Monk, it will be their second victory. Let's see whether they can do it. It's classic early on into the kickoff. Trying to challenge for control. Hello gains that right back over on the other side, trying to pinch it down to a second shot inside. Sam Monk reads it. Kiva back in. Classic with a shot, and the aggression works out. Lausanne all out in the opening 10 seconds. They score the first.
Lausanne do need to go more like this. We saw earlier in that last game, the reason they lost to me, Jay, for Lausanne anyway, I gave it 2 points. Not demoing their opponents, essentially removing those team players that the Monks are so good at doing. And then, of course, only sending one player near enough each time into the attack. Their follow-throughs on the backboard hits were very slow. Lausanne just sped that up here, and you can see it's a very dominating start for them.
They're going to keep things going in towards that orange half as well. Just 30 seconds into the game, they've had all the offensive pressure. Monk's trying to return it back away. It's Lausanne off the backboard. Go through. Hello, going to get demoed out by Bad Monk. Classic takes it into the corner. Passes inland. No second man to receive. Instead of shot on Sam Monk. Going to be able to defend that. He's been doing great stuff in the back of that net so far for the Monk side. Take it into the corner. Saba once again coming out of the net. Try and get it into the blue half. Kiva just have to put it along to the right-hand side, and we'll be able to do so. Saba still aggressing. Hello with control. High boost on the man. Has to put back eventually. We're still going on target. Ooh, awkward miss from Sabo. Classic. Almost got the shot in. The crossbar saves them. Hello. Another great miss. But Bandman, this is the chance. He passes back in. Kiva's got a challenge for this. He will be able to do so. Still Sabo with a shot. And Hello comes in with a save. Kiva to clear it off the backboard. That got way, way too dangerous for Lausanne.
Yeah, but good rotations from Lausanne, making sure one player is always saving it, and then you got follow through. But Bad Monk just here comes up and punts the ball into the net. 133 kph, Jay. Sometimes a goal doesn't require skill, it requires a good pass and a blooming big kick.
A really big kick there, 1-1. And the Monks, just as quickly as Lausanne are able to get the advantage, they are right back into it on the opposing half. In towards the corner, Bad Monk used this so well to score that opener. Sam Monk, of course, there with the assist, so no trouble, no bother for him. Classic and Sabo challenging each other. Kiva in with a shot, trying to center it up for Lausanne. Can't quite get it in. Bad Monk, the save again. Hello, close. Bad Monk away. Hello, trying to bump out Sam Monk out of the position, but always on target, so it doesn't really matter too much. Sabo once again dunking it down. Sam Monk with a redirect. Can they pinch it between them? Bad Monk a little bit too far forward to recover it. Couldn't quite put the passing play together, so once again Lausanne back towards the clear. Kiva with a shot in net, and that one's going in. It's Lausanne reclaiming their lead.
Kiva has been on form today. Him and Classic have been doing so well with each other, and Kiva is often overlooked by the other two, but he himself, he's got a good old foot on him and can just whack that in the net whenever he wants. Look at the accuracy of that, Jay. Just real pinpoint stuff. Holding his nerve, regaining the lead for Lausanne.
Oh, close. But a little bit too far wide. Monks That would have been a hell of a sacrifice to get themselves back into 2-2, but not to be in this case. It's Lausanne to dictate the pace of the matchup once again as they control the ball into the orange half. Here at halftime, Classic with another zero-angle shot. Defended once again by Savo as he follows it all the way through. Going to go for the aerial dribble against Hello. Hello, a challenge for it. Van Monk trying to center himself up to get the recovery. It's Classic to Hello. Good shot in. Sets up left of the man, and Lausanne extend their lead.
This, if you're a defender, is so triggering. Sad Monk either had Classic, who's going to dribble into the net, or Hello, who's going to put the shot on. He had to, as I always say, flip a coin, 50-50 chance there, and it was perfectly set up by Lausanne. Again, the caliber between the teams can show little set pieces like that.
2 minutes on the clock. Sad Monk setting up the ball. Awkward touch from Kiva. This could take an advantage of. Sad Monk in towards the right-hand side. Sabo still a little bit too far forward, trying to defend it, but now Lausanne coming back into their element. It's 4-1 up for them.
That hit just had a rocket slapped on it. Sabo just completely caught off guard. I don't think he meant to backflip. We saw it earlier where he does those jump ups and then boosts backwards essentially and make the save. I think that was just an input error in the heat of the moment. 3 goals needed from Monks now, Jay. This is starting to look ever so grim, but come on, Monks, do it. Chat, they need your energy.
In before someone accuses you of being a biased caster.
I don't care. Do not care whatsoever.
All right, fair play to you. The Monks try and take their energy and run with it. Sad Monk into the centre field and almost into the net itself. It's Classic with the defensive. Hello follows it back out towards the orange half. Demos come through as Classic can't quite get it. Hello Demos at one man of the defensive line. Not quite the second, so Bad Monk is able to save and get the dribble play clear. Classic trying to wrap back around, trying to see if they can get the ball back in. Gets it past 2. They get the shot in against Sad Monk. Challenging, he's faking it. Sad Monk just puts it out of position and keeps the Monks at least from conceding another goal. But again, they have to turn a quick counter-attack because there's only 60 seconds left to go. 3 goals to find as Kiva passes to Classic once again. Keeping the pressure up will just stall for enough time. It will just mean that Lausanne will gain the advantage. Ticking away, 45 seconds left. Sabo taking it. Classic to control. Sad Monk to chip it back into the corner. 30-second gong was about to sound in a moment because this is really pressurizing the Monk side. They've got to try and find an opportunity. Set things up now. Classic passes in to Kiva. Same sort of setup. Kiva backs off, but again, it just stalls for time here, Bacon. The Monks may have just exhausted their last chance.
That's it. All that Lausanne care about here is not goals, it is possession. They have got a stronghold over this ball. They don't really worry about getting goals. That was a shot there just purely to bring out the defender, make sure they've got to make a save. But this whole last minute, they haven't worried about it, just keeping this, and that goal wasn't needed, but it's definitely a feel-good one. Lausanne showing at the end who is the big bad boss of the TCS eSports League.
But for a minute, they looked very, very mortal. In fact, past 45 minutes or so, they have looked very mortal indeed. Lausanne, a 3-2 series above the Monks side, something we never could have predicted, right? Like, this is literally the top team versus the bottom team, and Monks took them all the way. Like, that's insane stuff right there. I have to give credit to them. The addition of Sabo has been an incredible opportunity gain to the Monks side. I can only see bright things coming up from here because now we've got the second round. They could potentially make a run right up. I'm not sure if they can make it into the top 4 because I think a little bit of it is out of their hands still. But we can do the maths later on. There's still a chance for them to still climb right the way from last place, potentially even further higher.
So just thinking of it now, Arctic are on 5 wins, 3 losses. Monks are on 1 win and 7 losses. There are 6 more games left of league play. So potentially if Monk win every single game, they're going to go to 7. Arctic just necessarily have to win 2 to stay up, you know, then it goes to game differential. Very hard for Monks. This had to be a win to sort of get to the top 4, I do think. But for the Monks, it's all about that bottom 2 spot, because not only do you have the LAN with the top 4 going through to LAN at the end of league play, the bottom 2 sort of go into a relegation playoffs where 6 teams from the Challenger Cups, if you haven't seen the ads already, make sure to check that out. I think the next one is this coming Sunday, actually, live from Hero Fest, essentially, where each winner of the Challenger Cups, first team gets, I want to say 200 Swiss francs. The runners-up get 100 Swiss francs. And then the winners also get a spot on through to the promotion relegation tournament, if you want to put that, where 6 teams from each of the Challenger Cups come up against the bottom 2 from League Play, and then top 2 from that promotion relegation tournament make up the next 2 teams essentially in League Play in Season 2. So these teams at the moment, we're looking at Helvets and Monks essentially, even though Silent Gaming and Whiffmasters aren't that far ahead of Helvets, 1 goal each time separating them, they're all fighting over that bottom 2 sort of space. They don't want to be finishing League Play in 7th or 8th, and you can see Monks really don't want to. They are stepping up.
They are stepping up indeed, and they could climb out of that bottom 2 spot. They could go much further than that potentially, but of course that's all to find out in the coming weeks, because we are done for the day. What an epic way to end here, Bacon. I can't sing the praises high enough for the Monks side, because it was such an unexpected result, and there we go. They're going to be able to hold it all the way through. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to Lausanne as well, extending their lead from 6-1 to 7-1, once again tying up against the Servette Geneva side. In fact, we actually have the updated bracket, the updated board on the screen for you now. Lausanne and Servette still tied up at 7-1. Team Sir, Arctic Progressive, Whiffmasters, Silent Gaming, Helvets, and the Monks. And that is your entire order. Yes, as I said, that's it from us. We'll be back next week for even more of the action. In fact, next week's matches are going to be quite fun. Again, going back into the round 6 rematches. Whiffmasters versus Monks, Silent Gaming versus Helvets, Arctic versus Servette Geneva, and some incredible Rebels taking Lausanne. I was expecting more of an outfit.